Hello, Aries, and welcome to another reading with me, Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. I'm so happy to be here today to do another reading for you after a long hiatus of not being able to do all sign readings because of work obligations. I have more free time, more ability to dive into the energy that you are presenting with this May, and I'm so excited that I get to share this space with you and help you through whatever might come up as a theme this particular month. I will say here, Aries, that I am a Pisces rising, Pisces sun, Cancer moon. And so I don't have a whole lot of Aries in my chart, but I absolutely love the energy of Aries and can't wait to see what we have in store for you this month. I will also direct you. I do have timestamps in my description box. I also do have ability to book one-on-one readings with me and ways to get connected with me on my on my Instagram, by looking at that description box below. Aries, we are going to dive in to a current situation that you're dealing with. We'll pull 10 cards like a Celtic cross. And at the very end, Aries, we are going to go ahead and pull a little bit of oracle for you to further kind of flesh out this reading. So current situation, spirit for Aries, month of May. Starting off with sorry about that, Aries. There was a blur on the camera, but we have the Death card as your current situation. So this is a huge pivotal time for you, Aries. A death to the old, and I'm feeling old identity. That is coming through very strong, but obviously we will clarify this card and see what that means as we dive further into the reading. But there is a death and rebirth of who you are or a situation in your life. And that is a strong horse out the gate. What is currently challenging Aries with this death? 5 of Pentacles. So there could be some issues as far as your finances, your health, just feeling senses of lack. And 10 of Swords. So being burnt down, feeling overburdened, overworked, really tired mentally. So I do feel this shift here, Aries, that I will kind of talk to you about now. This is why I love the pre-shuffle, but feel free to skip to the main reading if you don't want to hear kind of all the little details in the shuffling. There is the energy here that whatever has been holding you back, whatever has been making you feel depleted, it's time to put an end to that. So that's going to look different for absolutely every one of you. This is a general reading, but there is this big call for you in May to say enough is enough. You are going through the eclipses over this 18-month period. So I do know that you are going to be dealing with some bigger changes in your life directly. The North Node is in Aries. We just had an eclipse in Aries last month on April 8th. So you might be feeling that energy carrying into May, and you're making some tweaks or some changes. Strengths that Aries has at this time. Strength for Aries. Thank you. The Chariot. So I just feel this energy here of someone who refuses to give up, someone who refuses to back down, someone who knows that there is success waiting for them. Area of focus. I like to think of the area of focus as basically an area where Spirit wants you to focus in your energy, where Spirit wants you to think a little bit more about, or just think a little bit more about in your daily life. Knight of Cups. So where is your happiness? Where does that lie? What does that look like? Where does that go? Who holds that space? Near future for Aries. I love this. You have the High Priestess and you have the 3 of Wands. So you're listening to your intuition about this new beginning. And I love that the High Priestess is in the upright position, meaning you are trusting yourself. You are trying to listen to the inner call of your soul. You are doing your best to see your way out of this. Like, I don't see a victim in this reading, which is beautiful. Not saying victims are bad. I can play victim myself quite a bit. I am a Pisces, by the way. All right, recent past for Aries. Recent past, Spirit. Recent past for Aries. Thank you. We have the 6 of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands. So there was some success that you found. And that probably took you into a place of saying, you know, I really love this. I really love this about me. I'm really happy with the success, the victories that I've had. There's been an improvement in my life in some way. And that is also helping you catapult through this period of transition because you know that there are brighter days ahead. Advice from your spirit guides. 10 of Pentacles, that if you continue on this road, there is success waiting for you, and it is generational, and it is long lasting, and it is abundant. Your current environment. 9 of Wands, we're still working through some of the kinks and the edges, but that's okay. 9 of Wands is like the wounded warrior, going through a period of healing, not giving up on yourself. Hopes and fears. That's too many. I would just like one. I usually will take 2 at the most, but 1 would be better. 1 or 2. Hopes and fears for Aries, just so that your reading is not all over the place. We get 3 again, and they're different. Spirit, hopes and fears for Aries. Just 1 card, please. 1 card, please. It might be a big item or a big idea on your head, so they're throwing a lot of cards out here. But Knight of Pentacles is going to be the best way to sum it up. You know that there's a long journey ahead. You know that there's a lot required of you. And I see you becoming very determined and keeping your eye on the prize, getting ready to make this big transition, this big move in your life. And potential outcome for May. Whoa. We're not going to take those. We're going to take the ones that flipped over the right direction. That is 4 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. So definitely some changes, upgrades, leveling up in your finances. On the bottom of your deck, Aries, you have the Magician. So this is a beautiful, beautiful sign, meaning that you are alchemizing a lot of your energy this month to creating success and breaking barriers for yourself, doing what it is required of you, doing what is necessary of you to manifest a new reality, to believe that, you know, as within, so without, you know, and as they say, as above, so below. So using that energy that you have within you to create a reality that is much, much more aligned with the future that you desire for yourself. This is also a time where I see you starting to believe in yourself a bit more, where you're starting to own your power, you're starting to own your talents and your gifts, you're making more money, you're moving into alignment with your powers, you're speaking your truth, you're setting boundaries. I just see a very transformative energy here. And to start off your reading with the Death card being your current situation, Spirit, what is it that they're transforming? What is it that they're walking through? What is this Death card in regard to your happiness? Okay. So for a long time with the Death card here, you may have felt as though you could not find your happiness, or you weren't living your truth, or you weren't in your happy place, possibly because you had to go through big transformations, again, of the ego, of the self. The sun is often associated with our ego. Aries itself can be a sign associated with identity, the physical body. So you might be literally changing things about your body, about who you are, about how you identify yourself. And you're bringing in this energy here of, I know what I want. I know what I desire. There's a new part of me that I'm bringing out into the world, and I'm ready to just shine. And there's an energy here of summertime, of the maybe even early fall, where you're going to see some beauty, because I'm seeing these sunflowers, and I know sunflower fields are kind of things we see also going into like pumpkin patch season. So those are catching my eye today in this card. So expect big transformations, maybe even around Scorpio season. The Death card represents Scorpio, and I'm seeing these sunflowers here. So yes, there's going to be some big changes for you that are going to be more tangible, more palpable as we move into late summer, early fall. And I feel like the big ticket item here for you is there's fertility, there's abundance, there's new blessings, there's companionship. There's a lot of things that are coming into your life because of the things that you had to will away and out of your life. There is the sun also at the back, right? So you were walking through this period of your life in a very transitory state, trying to find your happiness, trying to see what works for you. And now as you're moving through May, you're saying, okay, I believe in myself. I have this newfound confidence. I'm feeling the energy of who I'm becoming. And as you move into the rest of this year, there is just going to be more compounded interest on that. I'm just seeing so much beauty with that Sun card. And that's why I don't want you to fear the Death card. The Death card sometimes scares people when they see it, or especially if it's coming out as your current situation. Don't be worried about the Death card, because that means that you are like a butterfly. You're going through deep and integral transformation right now. All right. And then with your challenge, I'm going to look at this with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords as a period of your life that's coming to a close. This period left you feeling alone, depleted. There could have been even some challenges with your health. There could have been a lot of financial changes, financial burdens, payouts, things that were making you feel like you could not provide enough for yourself. There was scarcity mindsets that you've been working through, and also in your daily life, there were things that were taking a lot of your energy away, things that were making you feel like, okay, I can't continue to keep moving forward like this. I don't have the energy. I don't have the mental capabilities. I'm not feeling really motivated to continue working and moving in this particular way in my life. And so the challenge to your happiness was the situations, possibly people, places in your life where you were having to coexist or exist or subsist, whatever you want to call it. And those situations or those people or a group of, I shouldn't say a group, I should say like, it could even be a combination. That's the word I'm looking for, of those groups, could be making you feel as though life has been really hard lately, and how in the world can I see myself out? But I do feel the energy, especially with the Magician card coming up on the bottom of your deck. You've worked through this and you're working through this. Some of you are further along in this process than others, but it doesn't matter where you are in your journey, Aries. We all end up where we're supposed to be in due time. And one of the things I want you to always remember about your strength is that the Chariot card here is about success. It's the fastest moving card in the deck. This is you achieving your goals. This is you still persisting, you still moving forward, you still saying enough is enough and I'm moving into my reality that I am creating. There is a driven force, a divinity, a true power behind the way that you're moving right now, and that fire energy that consumes you, you're using that really, really well right now. The Chariot card is associated with the moon, so some of you may also be an Aries moon. And an Aries moon is a very fiery, brilliant, strong-willed person who just does not give up, has tenacity, childlike interest in moving forward in the world. And so I feel like with all of this energy Aries, and the Chariot became Ariat. Aries, that you're going to be moving forward with this Chariot energy that is pushing you into newfound waters, abundance, and ability to expand your life, which I find to be such a beautiful totem for May. Area of focus. I'm going to definitely clarify this card for you, but we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups can be a love offer. This could be you focusing on self-love, taking it easy, taking a break, doing things that you love. The Knight of Cups is always like a message of something positive, something good, something beautiful coming into your life. And Aries, let's look a little bit deeper into why Spirit might want you to focus on that. Have you been doing everything you can to focus on you, taking a bath, taking a stroll, connecting in love? Even for some of you, Spirit, tell us a little bit more about this Knight of Cups for Aries. Okay. Yeah. So in the past, I see here with the Seven of Swords, there could have been a deception, falling short. There could have been love relationships that went south, you not treating yourself the best, deceiving yourself out of love situations, or just dealing with people who weren't really that great for you. I see you moving out of that energy, kind of recognizing some negative energies that were associated with love. What else, Spirit? What about this Knight of Cups? And Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so a lot of you with the 7-7. So Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. You have been wondering whether or not the people, the places, the time that you've been putting into these love relationships, family relationships, all of that, if they have been really worth your time and your effort. There is patience needed when we see the Seven of Pentacles. And so Spirit is saying, don't give up hope on what you may not have currently in your present life. There is a lot of beauty that still wants to come in. There still is a lot of hope for newfound connections, a deepening of a connection with yourself as well in love. Just give it some time. I'm going to see if I can relight this candle. And if not, we will get a new candle. Let's see if it wants to light. Nope. All right, let's get a new one. All right. We are going to continue forward. Okay. So this is my favorite, I think, of what I pulled for you today. You have the High Priestess and you have the Three of Wands. And so when we put these two cards together for your near future, this means something that's been calling you, beckoning you, asking you to make a shift, to change, to take a risk. It's not quite the Fool card, but I feel like the card right before the Fool card, even though that's not how it shows up in tarot, but it's this energy where you know that your intuition is leading you to a new place, a new era, a new song, a new platform, something like that in your life, Aries. And so right now you're taking advantage of this inner goddess, this inner God energy within you that wants you to be successful, and also deepening your spiritual understanding that living by the laws of the universe and by crafting and cultivating your magic and your power within you, there is such a divine nature that you are exuding at this time. You're moving into something deeper, something more passionate, something that's putting you out into the ethers. Like you are becoming a super witchy person if you kind of abide by that, a witchy or a wizard type person. And you're seeing that your future is actually going to be a lot different in the near future. Again, I'm seeing like a lot of gold energy. So I'm definitely feeling end of summer going into the fall. There's going to be a big bloom, a big change in your life because you listened to your higher self. You went deep, you did the work. And now you're rising to the top and you have this beautiful witchy vibe to you that is saying this is the pathway forward. This is what you need to do. This is the next step in your life. Okay, here we go. Recent past, you just did something where you're celebrating sweet success, sweet victory. I actually know an Aries who just, it's so funny, I think about it now. My friend who's an Aries actually just graduated from priestess school. So maybe her energy is coming through in this reading too. So did you celebrate a recent success, a graduation? Did you celebrate a recent, some kind of noteworthy, like, I did this certification course. I became, head of my division. I upgraded at my job. There was some kind of recent energy where there was a victory where you were really standing in a beautiful light, again with the sunflowers. There's a lot of energy that's coming from you connecting to sunflowers as maybe a totem as well that I want you to look into, Aries. But you're shining bright with this card. And again, the Queen of Wands is like the shadow work queen, the witchy queen. So again, I'm getting a lot of like witchy vibes. You could have done something in an occult practice or been a part of an occult group of people. But there is definitely this energy here that the successes and the inner work and the moving past this period of lack and deciding that your life is worth more and there is a victory that's coming for you, it's all going to pay off because your advice from your spirit team is the Ten of Pentacles. There is so much success waiting for you when you decide to choose you and to focus on you. And I see you doing that. I see you really, really honing in on the energy of my desires, my wishes, my fulfillment. They are all going to come into play over time because the work, because of the the patience even that you have had to cause the success to come into your life. People are going to start seeing you and viewing you differently, because honestly, with you being in this Nine of Wands energy, it has caused you to have so much persistence. You have not given up. You've tried things several different ways. You've rewritten scripts, books, spells, you've done all kinds of things to really manipulate your life. And I see you burning the midnight oil, working on your craft, working on your talents, doing what you need to do to deepen your connection with spirit, with yourself, with your family. You are also maybe even feeling a little bit like this road you're on has been lonely. When I think of the wounded warrior, I kind of think of someone who's out and about by themselves. They may not have gotten very far in their mind, but when other people look at them, they're like, dude, you've done so much work. So give yourself that time to really feel into, again, this victory energy here, this success energy that I see here with you, because it's bringing in so much abundance. The work that you're putting into yourself, the time that you're taking for yourself, sitting behind your desk, especially for a lot of you, perfecting something, working on a craft, doing something that's elevating you financially, elevating you spiritually, it is going to pay off for you. Because in the long run, your hopes and wishes are to have a successful life, to have a abundant future. It is coming in. The Ten of Pentacles does not lie. The things that you've done, the way that you've worked on yourself, the parts of yourself that have come to an ending, the death of the old self, the new identity is born. That is giving you the strength to pursue your goals. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but he gets the job done. He stays persistent. He stays connected. He stays disciplined. And I see you doing that. And you are creating so much beauty for yourself. In your near future, I see you holding on to the wealth that you've accumulated. You might feel like things are still a little bit tight, right? You feel like, we're getting closer, but we're not there yet, right? Six of Pentacles is letting me know that it is coming in. You can move out of this period of kind of needing to hold tight to your finances, hold tight to everything. There is gifts, payouts, retribution, reciprocity, more clients, more opportunities, more offers, things like that I just feel are coming through for you. So you don't have to necessarily feel like there's lack or less. You know that you are in this period of creation, but things are not completely panning out in the near future. Again, I do think you're going to start seeing that these offers and these ideas start coming to you in May, and you'll continue to build upon that for months to come. This is a beautiful reading, Aries. Oh my gosh. Who are you? You're definitely off to better days. You see yourself in a new light. You're letting go of the past, and I'm so proud of you. We're going to pull 4 of these Sacred Destiny Oracle cards for you and 3 Animal Spirit Oracle cards for you, and we will wrap up your reading. All right, Spirit Guides. First card we have here is Focus. As you sit behind that desk, Ariat, I called you Ariat again. Okay, the Chariot and Aries energy is super on fire. So as you focus on the Chariot energy, Aries, focus on what it is that you desire for your future. You are on to something. And even though there's all this snow around you and there's a mountain behind you, you will succeed because there is a tenacity, there is a willpower, there is a desire. There is a stealthiness too, and actually this ability to create from a place of barrenness, neglect. I feel you overcoming those challenges. You also have trust. This shows an oasis in the middle of a desert. So what has maybe seemed like a difficult time, a dry time, a barren time in your life, there is going to be more abundance, fruitfulness. Water brings life, fertility. Ideas can be fertility too, like a new business, a new way of putting yourself out there, a new way of feeling, a lot of purification of the self. And trusting that spirit guides are giving you the tools and are taking you on the pathway for your ultimate success. Security. I love this. It depicts a cave with the fire and the starry night above. So spirit guides are saying you are protected. This journey that you're on, you will have security. You will have abundance. You will have what you need. You will not lack. So trust in that security that wants to come in for you because you're doing the work. We have 2 cards that wanted to pop here. Simplicity. Continue to live a simple life or simplify your life if you need to. Take away all the clutter, all the distractions, all the things that could be holding you back. If you've been feeling like there's things in your life that no longer serve the purpose that they once did and you want to get rid of them, this is the perfect time to do a little bit of spring cleaning to simplify your life. I know I sure am. And taking risks. So all the things that you are learning, all the things that you're perfecting, put them into an actual, I would say an actual game plan, a strategy, and take a risk on doing something new or going in a new direction that gives you ideas on how to what? Continue to transform. You are not the same person that you were a couple of months ago, Aries. You are becoming a brand new version of yourself. You have Flamingo Spirit, card number 6, embrace the in-between. So you are transforming. You are going from this beautiful energy of your past into a more vibrant energy of your future. Even if you didn't see yourself as beautiful in the past, you were. When I think about flamingos, I think about how they're kind of like a whitish pink color, but as they start to eat the krill and they start to eat the little organisms that they munch on in the water, it actually changes their hair coat to this beautiful pink color. So embrace this in-between time. Understand that it's teaching you valuable lessons. It's allowing you to get things in order, get your life straight, figure out where you want to go next. And now that you've learned all of these things, you can amass that into a game plan, a strategy moving forward. You have Porcupine Spirit, time for the beginner mind. And so to me, when I think of a beginner mind, those are definitely the children. Those are definitely the dreamers. Those are the people who are the mathematicians and the scientists and the people willing to take a risk on life. Aries, you embrace that energy in all that you are. Aries has a childlike devotion to themselves, to be a risk taker, to try things that are new. Give yourself the space and the time to be able to create something, to go after something, to jot it down on paper. You never know if it's going to pan out. And you also have the beautiful Seahorse Spirit, which says watch and wait. And what I noticed about the 26 and the 53s, they both add up to 8. A lot of abundance is coming into your life. Don't you even sweat it. Watching and waiting means that there is going to be some persistence that is needed, some patience as well. But don't give up on yourself and allow yourself to be this beautiful seahorse gliding gracefully through the water, showing people who you are. I always feel like seahorses are like a sight to see. They're so whimsical, so magical in nature, and you are all of those things, Aries. So I'm wishing you a beautiful and wonderful end of your month, because I know I miss, or I would say middle to end of your month, because I kind of missed the first week of May, but this energy is going to continue to follow you, Aries. Don't give up on yourself. Continue to perfect in your craft. Continue to know who you are. Continue to let go of the old versions of yourself and allow these eclipse energies to just up level you and bring you to a new stature and a new place in your life. I'm wishing you so much love, so much success and happiness in this new journey that is unfolding for you, this new identity. If this message resonated in any ways, please leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated, or just sending me a little love. That would really appreciate it. Like the video and subscribe for more content. I'll see you again very soon, Aries. Bye, guys.